uneducated white women.
Sunny Hostin, you want to know what's wrong with the American people, but I want to know what is wrong with you. First, you call black men who supported Donald Trump ridiculous. Then you call white women who voted for Donald Trump uneducated. Then when Bernie Sanders made a statement that I agree with, that the Democratic Party turned their backs on the working people, so thereby the working people turned their backs on the Democratic Party, you said you don't agree with that. You said, and I quote, "What is wrong with America?"
Yes, why is ABC allowing Sunny Hostin to continue her racist rap against white people, Latinos, and Muslims? Now she is facing massive backlash on social media and it triggered her to delete her account. According to this article from the New York Post, the View star Sunny Hostin deleted X account after being true for uneducated white women remarks. A lot of people are putting up videos and tweet partaking to this. Sunny Hostin could not withstand that heat. Immediately, she deleted her account. People don't even care. This is actually what they wanted. I myself, I didn't know that Sunny Hostin was on X. I didn't know. I was shocked to see screenshots circulating everywhere. It's important. I show you some videos, what she has been doing, and it has triggered people to a level they can't take it any longer.
First, you call black men who supported Donald Trump ridiculous. Then you call white women who voted for Donald Trump uneducated. Then when Bernie Sanders made a statement that I agree with, that the Democratic Party turned their backs on the working people, so thereby the working people turned their backs on the Democratic Party, you said you don't agree with that. You said, and I quote, "What is wrong with America?" So because 71 million Americans didn't buy your nonsense that you have been selling out of your mouth day after day, you think something is wrong with 71 million Americans. I hate to break this to you, but there is nothing wrong with 71 million Americans. There is something wrong with you. 71 million Americans chose the candidate that they want to choose. If you are so educated, why don't you use your law degree to figure out nonsense that you have been selling out of your mouth does not matter to the American people? Because being a threat to democracy, like all of you have been saying, even though that you don't even buy the mess that you're saying, you've been trying to sell that mess to the American people. That threat to democracy argument is garbage, and you know it. People in this country, because of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, who can't make ends meet, who can't feed their families, can't pay their bills, and you have the nerve to come out of your mouth on national TV, first insulting people, and then to say, what's wrong with them? I want to know what's wrong with you. You're the one with the education, right? You're the one who chose to back a candidate who couldn't string 4 sentences together, who went on network after network after network and embarrassed herself, who went and sat down with you, remember that? And how you asked her, would she have done anything different than Joe Biden? And she looked at you and said, there is nothing that comes to mind that I would have done than Joe Biden. Let me help you out. We all know that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have destroyed America. They have destroyed the economy. They have allowed a legalist country and put them before American citizens. American citizens know that, whether they have master's degrees or whether they have a high school education. Everybody with common sense knows that. But you hate Donald Trump so much, you were willing to vote for somebody.
Told Adam to Gurney, we didn't even get a chance to kick the tires.
Hey, Sunny.
Yes, not only her, a lot of people are actually saying the same thing. When you take a look at what these people spew on the View, it has reached a level. People cannot take it any longer. I say this every day. Why are these people still on air? Like, Sunny Hostin is doing this over and over, spewing this every single day, attacking these people. It got to a certain level after these elections. Sunny Hostin is out of control. The kind of thing she now spew with anger every single day, I understand. I see the pain in her. That is just the consequence of choosing a wrong candidate. Reason they are acting this way. If I look through all the calls in the View, some actually make sense a little bit. But Sunny Hostin is the worst person. There is no single word that is coming out of her mouth that race is not involved. Everything about Sunny Hostin circulate around race.
I think the more relevant question actually is what is wrong with America? That they would choose a message of divisiveness, of xenophobia, of racism, of misogyny, over a message of inclusiveness.
The way that the left speaks to its voters. It really is.
A message of joy and inclusiveness?
No, the message of not being educated, being dumb, and what's wrong with America. Yes, Sunny, why did they vote for him?
Yes.
In sweeping...
So they need to be introspective.
No, we need to be introspective. If we voted for Kamala Harris, we need to say what didn't resonate with the voters.
Usually when someone loses, they're introspective. When you get washed and it's a landslide, you need to go back to the drawing board because the American people don't resonate with what you're talking about. And so you can keep running in the Victim Olympics or you can read the room. Even her co-hosts are starting to turn against her. Sunny Hostin is absolutely becoming an Ebony K. Williams of yesteryear.
A lot of concern about this. But again, people are going to get the America that they voted for. Well, Not the America that I voted for, but the America they voted for.
I agree about the Stephen Miller, and I think everyone at this table would agree, but I thought every appointment was going to be a Stephen Miller. And so I was dreading, like, what is Laura Loomer running? What is RFK?
She'll be running something soon.
RFK, he's been announcing a lot of people, and we kept hearing he's going to put RFK in. He could still, but he hasn't. And I thought maybe Rudy Giuliani would be like Attorney General. We haven't heard that.
He may.
He may, but my point is he came out of the gates making some names, and what we're seeing, and this is not my area of expertise, but in all of what I'm hearing from all of you, but also what I'm watching and reading is that this is a more moderate version than people expected him to do in this second term.
Color. I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country. And I think that it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country.
Well, I think it...
Hey, Sunny, it's Jill, another one of those uneducated white women that you speak so freely of. And
I don't understand why B. Maher called these people retarded. Yeah, especially Sunny Hostin. When you take a look at some of the co-hosts, they don't agree with her. And it happens nearly every day because of what she spews every single day. When you are failed, go back to the drawing board, try to figure out what happened or what you did wrong. Take conclusions based on that. There is something I'm observing now with AIC. AIC is struggling to be a moderate Democrat from all the tweets she's putting out. She really is switching away after realizing what happened during this election. She's struggling to figure out what actually happened. Why would somebody be taking AIC and Trump, not Kamala, a Democrat? So you will understand this is someone that is struggling to identify the problem and try to remove herself in the bubble, but people in the view, they don't understand that. Everything about Sunny Hostin is to call Trump supporters this, Trump names. That method is not working. It is not working again. It used to work before, not now.
What I'm asking is, that if Trump had lost this election, right now, we would be talking about the votes that are still coming in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, and he'd be in the courts, and we would just be all in a trigger.
Wait, hold on. Currently, Bob Casey, Democratic senator in Pennsylvania, is doing exactly what you're saying, where he's looking for all these votes and and the Bucks County commissioners are saying, we need fake ones. We need to get all the ones that are unregistered.
No, they're just counting them.
I don't know if B. Maher is aware of what is happening on social media. Democrat doing things that is even worse than that. And in Pennsylvania, they are now saying they have to count illegal ballot. I don't even want to talk about that. This lady actually made it clear. So B. Maher should just understand Democrat do the same thing.
But there's one theory that a lot of people seem to be coalescing around.
They were too woke, insisting that people use the term Latinx.
You have to say they. No, you have to do this.
Stop with the virtue signaling.
Step away from woke. Focus less on who is woke and more on who is broke.
I'd never seen that.
I saw so many liberals getting super excited every time Kamala had a new celebrity endorsement. But we all know for a fact that these celebrity endorsements are not free.
Oh, is it true that they paid you $1 million for the endorsement for Kamala?
Not true.
Now
it's time to unite everybody.
I want you to know what would change after doing this?
Comes out against Trump.
I don't care if they write that.
So, with that, I'm going to shake it off.
Figure out a way to say thank you.
That guy's name, he's such an absolute prick. I can't stand him. But anyway.
Hey there. How are you doing? If you watch this show regularly, I'm guessing you're not doing great. Yeah, me neither.
Let's be honest, it was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants.
What will the rest of us be doing on day one? Now's the time to stand in solidarity with our friends, with our neighbors.
Well,
Bishop Vigano, he says that the